everybody. It's an assault rifle, not. Hey guys, it's Kelly here from Armed and Feminine, and Santa hubby bought me a new AR-15 for Christmas. This one happens to be the Smith&Wesson NNP Sport 2, and what makes this a little bit different from the original is that it has a forward assist and an actual dust shield. Now, other than that, it basically has all the same accoutrements as the original. Now, interesting, so many people who knew that I got this, like, oh my gosh, why did you get an assault rifle? How many people do we have to do this over and over? AR does not stand for assault rifle. I show them pictures of regular rifles that they're used to seeing with folks out hunting and say, it's just a rifle that stands for Armalite. And once I sort of go into a little explanation, like, oh, okay, but it looks really scary. It only looks scary because that's what the media wants people to believe. So today we're just going to hit a few topics here about home defense and the AR. Is it good? Is it not good? And just sort of break down AR for dummies. All right, so some quick anatomy here for those of us who are used to pistols. I'll try to make some analogies for you. When I talked about the forward assist button here, really that's what's it's just gonna help the cartridge to go in if it doesn't feed very well. This little dust shield here will cover the chamber, keep it nice and clean. Mine happen to come with iron sights on this one. Not everyone will have maybe even any sights at all, so what you'll want to look for that. Very simply, they will click up here, but I happen to put on a regular, just standard red dot scope. This one here happens to be a red field, and it fits very nicely on the Picatinny rail, so you can accessorize however you like on the rail. On the flip side here, I actually made a post on my page one day about pew and pew-pew, the safety. So no pew when it's in safe, and it has that nice arrow that shows, and then of course the arrow straight up for fire. And this particular button here is our bolt release. Some of you, just like our slide lock, that's how that's going to function. I have to turn around here. So when we pull our bolt, which is essentially just like in the pistol, getting the cartridge out of the magazine and into the chamber here, and this one will function to hold that open. Now certainly this one you can hit and it will close it. It's kind of harsh to do that though, so you can just pull the bolt to load it. Now when we talk about magazines, this is still a magazine, and a lot of them. That'll hold 30 for you, so certainly far more than our pistol. Now when we have those who are Hollywood and redneck trained say clip, that truly is a clip, that which holds all the cartridges together, that can be used to easily load the magazine. So when we talk about home defense, and I always say you buy the biggest gun that you can handle. Well, there's 30, and that's a big gun. All right, so let's shoot this a little bit. Depending on your size, most will have an adjustable stock. Merely just pull that in, and I'm going to have mine longer for my longer arms here. Very simply, grab our magazine. Now this here is chambered in 5.56. It will also take 223 for you, and a little bit of a lighter load. So let's just shoot, see what happens. So very simply, there's our rack. Charge it. Ready to roll. Gonna get ready to fire. Right up over. So for those of you who think this might be a scary gun, let me tell you, it's not. Actually, it's not nearly as powerful as most hunting cartridges are, and actually it's kind of fun. But it's a very fast round at the same time, which brings us back to our initial question of, is this a viable option for home defense? So before we head home and talk about that a little more, we're going to empty the gun here, drop the mag, check it, and we are clear. So, see you at home. Wow, these are pretty scary looking guns, aren't they? No, not really. once you start playing with them and shooting them, you get really used to it and you find a comfort level with them. But I will say having them out and around in my home gives me a little bit of a different perspective, but it really doesn't change how I feel about them. So what I want to know from you is, would you choose to use this as a home defense firearm? And for me, the answer to that question would be yes. Everyone's going to have a different answer, and yay, it's America, we have choices, that's wonderful. So some of the things that people normally would question would be, well, they're too big and they're too bulky to wield around your home. Well, not really. And actually, from a low ready position, you'd probably have a lot more accuracy. They have far less recoil than pistols do. You would probably be more accurate with them as well. The second one, people would say, what about overpenetration of the bullets? Well, quite honestly, that one was sort of debunked too. Law enforcement has done studies that there's no more overpenetration by these bullets than there are from pistols or from shotguns either. So certainly when any part of your home, I mean, you have to realize, where is your home? Are you out in the country? Are you in a neighborhood? Are you in an apartment building? Where are you? And what are the materials that your home is made from? And if you're following the fourth rule of gun safety anyway, you're going to know your target and what's beyond. So you're never going to point anything toward your child's room or, anybody else's bedroom where you are. So, or your neighbors who are right next door. So we're following those rules of gun safety anyway. I'm thinking it's a pretty viable option. And what else? You're not looking for extra mags too, because you got 30 in the magazine here. So let me know what you think about having the AR as a viable home defense option or not down here in the comments, and we'll get a good conversation going on. I'm Kelly from Armed and Feminine. Hit the subscribe button down there too, and leave a comment. And remember, it's your life. Protect it. It's kind of cool how you can see the muzzle flash here in the dusk.